Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. Yes, I'm holding a DYNAM product. Yes, this is the Cessna Grand Cruiser version 3. I did have the version 2 many a year ago and I've sold it. I swore up and down I would never own another DYNAM plane or feature it on my channel. Well, I'm going back on my word. I really wanted a Cessna 310 and they're the only ones that make it in foam. So, and this is their version 3. And it had the usual DYNAM quality control problems, like the hatch does not fit flush on there. The nose was crunched. The top of the canopy was crunched, but luckily I used some steam to bring it out a little bit. The gears seem to work real well though. Gears seem to work real well. I got that, their new generation of their controller they've got in there. So it's actually got gear doors on it.
Gear down.
I've cycled these gears like 80 times between the build and today, and I have yet to have them, I'm exaggerating, not 80 times, maybe 20 times, but they have yet to fail. I got a 3300 4S Superior in there. The props are counter-rotating inward, so a little more stability. There is a lot of flex in this wing, even though they claim they've improved that. And she passed her range test, no problem. I do have the nose gear on the 7th channel, so I could trim it independently. And, well, I know I don't sound like I'm sounding very, like I'm starting with a lot of optimism or a lot of confidence, but me and DYNAM are, it's kind of like a love to hate thing. So, I don't know. Let's try it. Timer set for 4 minutes or 5 minutes. High rates, 100% throws, 30% expo. And so far, everything works. It sounds crappy. I ain't gonna lie to you, the motors sound crappy. But they're balanced, the props are balanced, so we'll see. And I've got the steering dialed way down, and she's still kind of squirrely on the steering, so. But do not need flaps today. All right, and I've got a Lemon RX 7-channel Gen 2 with stabilizer, so I got wind gyro, but not self-level. Okay, right, left, up, down, right, left. Well, she sounds terrible, but.
Gear tucked away.
Definitely not going to win any speed test. Needs a little bit of left aileron. That's 100% throws, 30% expo. And I swear to you, them props are balanced. And the spinners weren't okay. I wasn't thinking maybe one of the spinners was out of balance, but everything seemed to spin fine. I didn't see any vibration in them, and flying okay.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Yeah, there's definitely something out of balance. There's something, maybe the cow or something.
Gear down.
I'm going to have to go deep here, honey.
Landing flap. Flaps up.
We're going to go around again.
Landing flaps.
Yeah.
Flaps up.
I don't think flops are going to be good as windy as it is.
I hear you, but
Yeah.
I couldn't see you. I didn't know where you
All right, let's try this again. All right, let's turns on a dime. Yeah, there ain't no way. Look at that prop. Look at where that's vibrating. Just going back and forth. You can't tell me. That spinner's vibrating. That spinner's vibrating a little bit. Hold on. What I'm looking for is variation in the prop's rotation. What I'm looking for is variations in that prop rotation.
Yeah, I'm going to look at one at a time.
That's fine. Over here first then. Yep. See how that one's... Here, watch how that one vibrates. Well, that's your DYNAM quality right there, folks.
It's like it was...
Right. And look at the front of them spinners, how they move. See how they're just vibrating back and forth? Definitely not a E-Flight or a FMS quality plane or a Motion RC flight line plane. So flies okay, but I'm glad I didn't pay no $400 or $500 for it. But $250 still, $249. That's still a lot of money for a plane. That what I'm probably going to have to do is take them motors out, redo the mounts. I've already balanced the props once. I'll try it again. And them spinners, I think the spinners are the problem. I might just lose the spinners and put some different spinners on there, but that's more money into it that I shouldn't have to do. I'm afraid long-term usage is something's gonna burn up, and you're gonna crash your plane, and you're gonna think stupid plane. And based upon this unit and that little bit of a flight, I don't know. I'm going to give it a 50. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 on quality. And, you know, with DYNAM, they can be some of the best flying planes you've ever had, and they can be some of the biggest headaches you've ever had. And this is going to be a 50-50 of both. So, flies good, but I think maybe, I mean, I balanced the props. I know they're balanced. I got the spinner, everything on by the instructions, but that's got an awful vibration. So I don't know. More testing needed, but I'm not going to take her up again until I get her back home and see what I got. Maybe anchor. I went through took the cowling off. I tried motor mounts. They feel nice and tight. So I don't know. I'm just going to say one thing. Typical DYNAM. Typical DYNAM. All right, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. And that's the maiden flight, and who knows? You may not see it again. I may regret this purchase. See y'all later. Bye-bye.